Alright, apparently I pressed the button without pressing play. So, when somebody goes through the things that I've gone through, and they need legal help so that they can improve their quality of life and actually have a reason to live, well, here's what they do. They take you to the hospital. Makes you look crazy. Then they tell you, here's some drugs. And then they have you go see a therapist. A therapist is not going to help me. The drugs are not going to help me. This hospital is not going to help me. But there's supposed to be a Highlands services here. Well, I'm in a hospital room. This is not what I expected. I expected to fill out some paperwork and maybe get a physical. I don't know. I wasn't expecting a physical, believe it or not. I was expecting to fill out paperwork for the services that I don't need. I don't need a therapist. Now, the problem with all of this is that when somebody wants their life to be over, there's a reason for it. Your first protocol should be to find out what the reason is instead of wasting a bunch of money. So there's the hospital visit, the therapy visit, the medications. This is a bunch of stuff that doesn't improve my quality of life at all. It just wastes my time and wastes your taxpayer dollars. But all of it helps to contribute to rich people getting more money. More of your money that you work for. More of that nurse's money right there that she works for. More of that doctor's money over there who probably is invested in the hospital and probably makes a profit off of me being here. Or you, for that matter. See, the problem is that when you're suicidal, you want your life to end. They do things that make you even more suicidal. Give you drugs that make you suicidal. Make you look crazy, which makes you more suicidal. Me, I'm trying my best to steer clear of that whole suicide thing. The problem is that I can't get the help that I need. I can't get the help that I need to stop the abuse. So here I am sitting in a hospital because they want to pretend that I was trying to kill myself. And I'm like, no. I set up an appointment to go see these Highlands people. And apparently you have to do all that through the hospital. So I'm pretty confused by this whole situation. Like, I'm supposed to be, what I thought was filling out paper for outpatient treatment. Instead, they drew my blood and had me piss in a cup. Well, I just got here from California. They're lucky I didn't pee green. Although honestly, I smoked a lot more weed in Colorado than I did in California, so it probably won't even show up. But it's been about a week since I smoked. The other thing is, because, see, here's a lot of the things they do that make it so that somebody who's homeless is unable to get to the services. This place is 15 miles from Bristol, which is where I'm staying. So in order to get here, I had to get a ride. Imagine that. Guess who brought me here? An officer by the name of Cross. There's another officer too. Let me see, I got their names here. Officer Cross and Officer Bostick. Now Officer Bostick stayed there and Officer Cross gave me the ride here. Is that really necessary for somebody to have to travel 15 miles to do this? They were talking about taking me to the hospital in Bristol, Tennessee, which is closer. The problem is that the services that I need are all in Virginia. And I'm trying to live here in Virginia and get everything set up here in Virginia. It's a big, giant pain in the butt. Now, the biggest problem is we should be killing people. We should be killing bad officers. By we, I mean we the people of the United States of America. And by should, I mean by historical accuracy, not by my own personal intent. Me, I believe that killing people is wrong. I also believe that putting people in a hospital just to gain money is wrong. I believe that when somebody is having a crisis, maybe you should deal with the crisis. Maybe you should invest your money, your taxpayer dollars, into whatever that issue is. Now, this hospital visit right here will probably cost the American taxpayers, well, since they're billing the taxpayers, it'll probably be several $1,000s. And then there will be the $70 to $210 per hour for the therapist. And of course, I'm not going to take the drugs. I don't need them. But if I did, we're talking about some of those medications are up to $2,000 to $3,000 per prescription. And then you're talking about the average person taking 2 to 3 of these prescriptions. So now you're talking about how much money? That's right, enough to get 5 people unhomeless. However, it's not about helping people, it's about helping the rich. It's about lining pockets. Now, I'm glad that these people all have a job and they have job security because I'm here, but this is completely asinine. I've been through much worse, however. I've been in and out of the hospital 5 times for being suicidal before I came here. And the problem is that none of those people did anything about the underlying issues for me wanting my life to end. Now, there's a big difference between wanting your life to end and attempting suicide. And these idiots need to learn it. Now, there are key words that you can't use because those words are written into law as if you hear these words, you have to punish this person by doing this. This is our criteria for this. Well, with all due respect, that criteria is written into law by people who are invested in getting money out of the taxpayers. They're not invested in improving anyone's quality of life. Oh, sorry. Well, I gotta let y'all go. I have myself a
EKG.
An EKG. Oh, an electrocardiograph.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I guess we'll get back to the medical professionals.